Welcome, my friends. Thank you for joining me today. I am in the midst of preparing for this storm, so I just thought I'd bring you guys along with me today. I have my Instant Pot here. I have my bacon going back here. What I normally try to do when I have to work like this is I try to prepare food that I can take with me, so I'm not because I work a midnight to noon shift. There's nothing where I live that is open from maybe midnight to 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So I sleep the second half of the day so I can get up and just go straight to work. So normally there's not anything open. So what I'm going to do, I have some eggs here and I have already floated my eggs. I am going to cook them in the Instant Pot. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I use the 5-5-5 method for cooking eggs. I'm only cooking 6, and what I'm doing is I'm hard boiling them, and it tells you to put them in here, you know, a little distance apart from each other, but we think 6 will be enough. So I have 1 cup of water in my pressure cooker. You will see that I have them spaced apart. We're going to put the lid on. Close the seal. Here you will see where I pressure cook. We're choosing custom. We're going down to 5 minutes. And we're choosing that in high. And we start. What is going to happen is when this brings this to pressure, it will cook it for 5 minutes, and then we will let it natural release for 5 minutes, and then we will vent the steam and put it in an ice bath. So we're going to let these get going, and I'm going to start preparing my potatoes. So for our potatoes, I have some potatoes in my pantry here that really need to get used. They're starting to grow eyes. So I am going to cook 4 potatoes. We had some chili left over, and we can top these potatoes with chili and shredded cheese. So that is what I will be doing. Our Instant Pot has completed the 5 minutes, and it's on its countdown. It's at 1 minute for me to release. So what we are doing is preparing our potatoes. I have all of my potatoes scrubbed real well. Now we are going to just poke the potatoes. I do 3 pokes on each side. And the amount of time you cook these is dependent upon how big your potato is. This to me, I would classify as a large potato, actually. So I need to do these for 16 minutes. So I'm just poking all of these and waiting on my eggs. My bacon is just about done. I do have some other things I would like to cook, but I'm probably not going to get to it because it is almost 11 o'clock, so it is almost time for me to shut it down and try to get some rest before I go in, because I'll probably leave here about 11:30 to, especially if there's any kind of winter weather. If we have any precipitation, I will leave a lot earlier because it will be freezing. So hang with me. I'll show you what I do with the eggs in just a moment. Okay, you will see that we just hit the 5 minutes, so now we are going to release. I put this towel over it so the steam doesn't get me. We will let it release. It will tell us when we can open the lid. I have my bowl of ice water over here. Normally when this tells me I can open it is when the pin has dropped. Okay, it's okay to open the lid, so we always open it away from us. Now, I thought I heard some cracking going on, and I see I did have an egg crack. If you have an egg that has the slightest crack or chip in it, it will crack. This is the first one I've ever had crack, though. So I will leave this in here for 5 minutes. And I'm going to cancel this. I need to clean my Instant Pot out real quick and get my potatoes in it. Our eggs are still in the cold bath right now. We have 2 more minutes, so I'm going to go on and get the potatoes started and show you what I do. I already have all 4 scrubbed, poked, and we're putting them in the Instant Pot. Okay, you can see we have our Instant Pot cleaned out. And I'm putting all 4 of my potatoes in there. So all 4 potatoes are in the Instant Pot. I'm putting my lid on. I am pressure. Oh, I've got to lock the lid. See, that's nice. It tells you everything. So we're pressure custom, and we're doing this for 16 minutes. And we're doing it on high. And we're starting. So now it's time to take these eggs out of the cold bath and peel them. I am going to show you what I do. Now I will go on and open this one so you can see when it cracks, it's what it does there. But I'll just tap it and go around. Now I've done this many times and never had trouble out of it. I hope it doesn't do it to me this time. I just make sure it's cracked all the way around. And I will tell you that the shell does look burnt on the inside. Don't be alarmed by that. Your egg is fine. Just make sure to float your eggs before you do it. If you don't know what I mean by floating your eggs, get you a cup of, I use this measuring cup right here. This one right here. I fill it full of water and I put my egg in it, and if it floats to the top, it is no good. If it stays submerged in the water all the way, it is good. Even if it floats a little bit. If it floats a little bit, that means you've got to use it now. So, and what we'll do with boiled eggs is, the bacon I'm cooking, we'll have bacon in a boiled egg for breakfast. If we lose power, I actually eat bacon for breakfast almost every single morning. We are going to closer to a protein diet. Now I know I am making baked potatoes, but that's because it's cold weather and that's going to be something easy to heat up. So you see all of my eggs peeled real easy. Let me cut one open for you. Okay, just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to take the egg that cracked, cut it in half, so you can see what it looks like. Now this one did get cooked a little too much because it did crack, but that is a hard-boiled egg, and that will be perfect with a little salt on it. So one moment and we'll be back on the potatoes. Thought I would bring you guys along so you could see what I'm currently doing. Yes, that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you what else I'm doing. Yes, that is a real fireplace, real wood. This is how we are combating the cold, and it is so nice. Hope you guys are staying safe and warm. We are still waiting on those baked potatoes to get done. So I don't mind burning this because it is very comforting and stress relieving to just sit and watch the fire. And this is normally how I see it. I won't show y'all around my living room because I still have Christmas decorations out. I know, it's like, what, the 13th? Still have decorations for Christmas. I know, I like Christmas, so it'll be okay. So I'll bring you guys back once we have those potatoes done. As you can see, we have 1 more minute for the potatoes to be done. What we will do is we will let it naturally release, and once it does that, we'll remove them and they'll be ready to top. But what I'm going to do is, you'll see here, these are my eggs. I've put my eggs in a bowl, and this is my bacon. My husband and I have already hit it. I go to the butcher's and buy bacon by 1.5 pounds at a time, and that's my bacon. And what we do is we cook it up and we put it in the fridge and we eat off of it all week. So I normally do my food, okay, see, now it's done, so it's going to start naturally releasing. I normally do my food prep on a Saturday evening, and then, you know, that way we can do that. But I've been doing food prep for winter weather, and so I didn't get to do my normal food prep. So today I'm doing my bacon, which is normal food prep. I'm doing boiled eggs, which I do those every couple weeks. But I did the chili. I normally do a soup or a casserole that will stretch through the week. Now, we don't eat at home every night, by no means. We are big eater-outers, and that has to stop, especially with our power company increasing our rates again. But so this is what we're going to do. We're going to wait for these baked potatoes to be done. And in a couple videos back, you probably saw my chili that I cooked. We will top our baked potato with chili and butter and cheese. And I will tell you guys, when you do cheese, pay the higher price for cheese. Get that good cheese, because it is so delicious. It melts so much better. And shred your own cheese. So I'm going to bring you back once this has completely released and show you what we got. Okay, we see that it is now okay to open our lid. Just one moment, and I will bring you up and remove the potatoes and show you what we got. I am going to steam release. There is no steam. Always open it away from you. And what I'm going to do is just take, let me get the smaller potato so I can show you this. Taking the potato and putting it on my plate there. Okay, now we have our potato, and you will see I have my eggs and bacon here. Normally what I would do is I would have my cheese and my chili and my butter. I'm testing this out, and all I'm doing is just running my fork. You can see what I'm doing here. It's very hot into this potato. Let me see if I can turn you down a little better. Okay, you see I have the potato here. Let's see what it's like. It's very hot, for one. Very, very hot. See that steam coming off of it? Now let's See, oh, it's very soft, very, very tender. Now this is perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now I am taking some of that chili to work with me tonight, so I'm trying this potato out to see how soft it is. It's going to be really good. Oh, that is so soft and fluffy. I have made baked potatoes on here before, but this one is perfect. It might even be good to put salt on the skin before you cook it. That potato is so creamy. So guys, this is a win-win. I have run out of time to be preparing, so it's actually about time for me to call it a day. Try to go get rest because I do have to get up probably about by 10 o'clock tonight so I can be to work on time, but that's so I can make sure I have my food ready and all that. So if you're still here with me, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, go on and subscribe. Most of my content is not like this. I'm not winter weather preparing. Right now what I am preparing is in case there is a power outage. We will have food. We do have a fireplace. You probably saw that just a little moment ago. That we can wrap anything up like an egg or a potato or the bacon. We can put that all in foil or a foil pan, sit it in the front of our fireplace and it can be heated up. Or we have some camping Dutch ovens like the chili and stuff. We probably have a small Dutch oven that we could put the chili in to heat it up. We do have propane outside that we can heat things on also. But the main thing is to make sure we have food that's already cooked so we're not having to cook it. Because when you have to go cooking food and you're using propane, you're using a lot of it. And we don't want to run out of propane in case we need it for heat. Pretty much the fireplace will do us really well. It keeps the house at a comfortable 68 to 70 degrees. Sometimes it gets a little warmer than that. We don't like it warmer than that. But this is my winter weather preparation for power outage. Plus I have to work what we call an emergency crew shift. I work from midnight to noon and I start it tonight. But when you see this video, I will already have worked it or been working it. We're expecting only to do it Sunday night and maybe Monday night. We're thinking, we're not real sure. But leave a comment. Tell me what you do for storm preparations by way of food. I mean, what do you do? I know a lot of people run out, buy milk, bread, butter. I don't know what all they buy. I don't do that. I don't go and stock up on things like that. I just make sure what I have is cooked, so if we do have a power outage, we don't lose it. So leave a comment, tell me what you do, and as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.